Was Cardano hacked? That is the question everybody is asking. All of the ADA holders are in shambles right now, and we're going to talk about the price impact, but we must ask and answer three following questions today. Was Cardano hacked? Did the chain go down? And what does this mean for the price of ADA? So was Cardano hacked? What exactly happened here? So this was a bug, an older bug, years old bug that was exploited, and it was during a stake pool delegation. And if you don't know much about Cardano, you could stake your ADA at a stake pool operator, and that act is called a delegation. And during this process, someone found a bug that allowed an old exploit where you can basically pull out delegation without any ADA. And this was targeting Charles Hoskinson's own stake pool, the Rats pool. And so this seemed to be a message. Now, the hacker, quote unquote hacker, did release a message. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen right here. You can see he called this a careless action. So was it a careless action or was this malicious? Now, there's a lot of people saying, well, you tested it on the test net, then you took it to the main net. So I don't know about a careless action. Seems to be a little bit more malicious to most people. And I would probably agree. He said he vibe coded it, used some AI, didn't know it was going to do it the way that it did. It didn't know it was going to happen on the main net. A lot of people are saying, well, you had too much technical knowledge for that to be true. So, to answer the question, was it hacked? I think the word hack is a very vague term. I think Cardano bulls, those that just always believe in the chain, are going to say, no, that wasn't a hack. It was an old bug that was quickly fixed and quickly patched. And I think the ADA haters are going to say, well, that was clearly a hack. And, let me know down below, what do you think? Was it a hack? Was it not a hack? Well, let's talk about the chain uptime and downtime. Did the chain go down? What is going on with the chain? Well, it does look like, and I'm gonna throw some stats up, it looks like about an 80 to 90% reduction during about a 1 hour window. So there were a lot of wallets that were not having any transactions go through. But there were some wallets that did have some transactions go through, and it depended on what node software that they were using. And so it's a little bit of yes, a little bit of no, and it depends on, maybe what wallet you were using, etc. So there's a couple factors into play. So did the chain go down? No, the chain didn't go down. Was it degraded? Did it have a lot of issues? Yes, it certainly did. I would say this is pretty similar to what happened to Solana during Donald Trump's meme coin launch. If anybody was in the trenches during the Donald Trump meme coin launch, you couldn't even trade Solana. I tried to tether up. I tried to sell my Solana for stable. It was a Friday night. Wouldn't let me do it. I remember trying to sell Trump token. Couldn't let me do it. But, a lot of people did get their transactions to go through. So it just depends on how you would want to frame that, whether it was down or not. To me, in my opinion, during that time, Solana didn't go down. It was just kind of, reduced. And my opinion, Cardano didn't go down. It was just kind of reduced. But let's talk about the price impact. What was the price impact? And this one, I got to throw it in park for this one. I'm at Publix, by the way. The price impact, I'm going to throw some charts up right here. Cardano is at a line in the sand. It's certainly at a line in the sand as we speak. This is a multi-month support. We're going all the way back, a long time. And this is weekly candles that we're looking at here. But the impact on the short term, and we're going to switch to the 1 hour candles here, 13% drawdown at one point. So very, very negative pressure on Cardano's price. But let me go back to the weekly candles here. Below this trend line, there is a line in the sand at 31 cents. This is going to be some support from earlier in the year. This is during the July lows. And even below that, there's the psychological level of 25 cents. And that's where you saw a lot of support in 2024, early 24. So this is the areas that I'm looking at for Cardano. The bright light at the end of the tunnel here is this brought together the three founding entities of Cardano: Emergo, Cardano Foundation, IOG. They're all working together in a way that they have never worked together before. So in my opinion, that to me is a little bit bullish. But if you are staking your ADA at DZ Pool, zero issues. The devs, they're a crack team. I pay these people good money. They were on top of it. No issues whatsoever. They already had the right software. They switched, then they switched to the new one, the new patched, updated software. So good to go if you stake your ADA at DZ Pool. And maybe a warning, if you're not staking your ADA at DZ Pool, go stake at DZ Pool right now. But I'm DZ for Discover Crypto. Let me know what you think this means for Cardano. Or maybe read in the comments. Hopefully I'll see you in your ADA bags at the top.